Hi guys, it's Trev, body mechanic from Absolute Fitness. Right, can you believe it? We're on week 4 now of our first mesocycle. Only 5 more mesocycles to go after this week. So, very quickly, put up the overview so you can see that and see how our progress is charted. It's coming up now. And what I'm going to do also is now put up a little picture showing how it's step loaded so you can see the flight path that we're following. So here, that is now. Right, let's get back into it then. So let's get straight into it, let's get warming up, let's get our heart rate up. So a few minutes getting us nice and warm. So we're back to doing 3 minutes on, 3 minutes off, and there will be 6 intervals again. Last week, obviously, you were doing 4 minutes on, 4 minutes off, so I was making you work on for an extra minute, even though we'd only done a few laps, lap less. Okay, that was the manipulation. That was what was making it harder for you. All right, because I made you work at that intensity for harder. So we're still at 80%. Keep that going. Get yourselves nice and warm. A few minutes getting the muscles nice and warm for you. So, however you're doing your workout, whether you're out running on the roads, on a treadmill, I don't know, cross trainer, rower, whatever you're doing, get that heart rate up to 65. Just try and get it up there, hold it there. Adjust your resistances to make sure it gets there. Okay? You are now on the pathway to getting fitter, toning up, losing some weight. But remember, eating wise, you can only eat the calories that you would need to naturally function, not stuff in your face. Okay? If you want a little bit of eating tips on a night, because that's when people tend to like to binge eat when they're watching the telly, maybe get things like carrot sticks, grapes, little pineapple chunks, things like that. And just sit and eat on them because they're speed foods. Yeah, they actually cost your body more to digest it, so it's costing you calories, so you're burning calories at the same time. Wow, fantastic. Keep it going, guys. The bike don't seem to like working at this resistance. So easier resistance, it likes us to crank it up a bit. So I'm hoping already you're starting to feel a little bit better in yourself. Positive mentally, but feeling better physically. Yeah, we feel a bit tired after the workout. It's only natural. But overall, your overall feeling of well-being should hopefully be feeling better. That's it. I'm just upping that ante a little bit more just to get it to that 65% where I want it to be. If you're already at your 65%, just try and maintain it there at that. Just making sure everything's nice and warm, so we don't want any injuries. However, should you get injured, you can always come and give me a visit if you live in the Wakefield area. Come and see me at absolutefitness.co.uk. That's with a hyphen in between the absolute and the fitness. But as my name suggests, body mechanic, that's what I do. I fix bodies. No matter what your fitness solution is. Injury or getting fitter, building muscle tone up. Okay guys, I'm pretty much there. So we're going to start and we're going to take it up to 80%. So here we go, let's go. Crank it up, crank the intensity up. Do what you got to do to get it up to 80%. So if you've got to work hard, work hard. As soon as you get 80%, start easing it off though. Ease it back. And then try and maintain that 80%. So 8 out of 10 on that rate of perceived exertion scale. Better if you can work to a heart rate monitor though. Come on. Keep it going, come on. I'm getting up there now. That's it. Squeezing it back. So we've just got to try and maintain it now. Keep at 80. Keep it working, guys, come on. Keep it at 80. Minute and a half to go. If you find you're going over 80, slow it down a bit. If you're dropping below 80, pick the tempo back up. Got to keep it at that 80. Minute to go, come on. Keep working. Keep focused. Like anything in life, get nothing for free. Fitness comes at a cost. That means you're putting in some effort. 30 seconds left. Oh, I've got this pitch perfect again. Keep it going, come on. Keep at that 80. 15 seconds to go. Remember, this is our recovery week. Never said it was easy, a recovery week. It's just slightly easier than last week. That's all. Okay, ease it off. Down to 70% now. Let your heart rate come down. So ease back on the intensity you were working at. I'm pedaling at the same speed, but I've took quite a bit of resistance off. So I'm trying to let it now come down to 70%. And then I'll do exactly the same thing to maintain it at 70. Either put a bit of resistance back on and just keep altering it. But my aim is to keep it at those target heart rates, 70% or 80%. It's good. Just dropping a little bit. If you need to get a drink now. So I hope you, so far, have been enjoying the workout. Obviously you're doing your preferred type of workout. You're just training along with me. So you're following what I'm doing, but on whatever piece of equipment you want to do it on. You know, you don't get much better than this free personal training. However, should you want to hire me as a personal trainer, that can be done. You can come and train in my gym here with me. So there's no gym membership fees. 1 minute to go, guys. There's no gym membership fees to pay. You just pay me for my time, my skill, my knowledge. A lot of things out there done badly, Exercises executed badly because people truly don't understand how the body works. And that's a lot of the problems. I keep saying it. If you've got a journey to do from A to B, you go the fastest route possible. You don't go around the houses. Having a good PT takes you that fastest route. 20 seconds to go, guys. And then we're back on the on phase of our next lap. 10 seconds. So we're going to get that heart rate back up to 80. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Pick the intensity up again. Come on. Get that heart rate back up. Again, once you get it up to 80 or 8 out of 10, then maintain it there. So do what you're going to do to maintain it. That's me up there now. So I've took a little bit of resistance off and I've slowed my cadence down a bit. 2 minutes to go. Let's keep that working. Now this is the time when you could be tempted to ease and slacken off. Don't do it. Stay working with me. As I pointed out, you get nothing for nothing in this world. You want to look good on the beach? You want to feel fitter? Be able to do daily tasks better? Be that handling the kids better, going out shopping, whatever. Does all that for you. 1 minute to go. Come on, keep working it. Stay focused. Stay on track. You have worked to this intensity already on week 2. But the term recovery week is kind of misleading, because the recovery week is just slightly easier than your peak week. That's all. And for us, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. And for us, instead of doing 4 minutes on, we're back to doing 3 minutes on. I could have took a lap off still. I know you've only done 5 laps, but that's like going back to week 1, and we ain't doing that. I want to keep that progression as much as possible, but you've got to give your body that little recovery phase. So not only am I asking you to ensure there's a day recovery between workouts, so you get recovery that way, so we don't overtrain in that sense, you also need to allow your body to recover from the high intensity. Rather than keep going harder and harder and harder, you have a little rest back. 2 minutes to go, guys. 2 minutes to go. We don't get much better than this. Free personal training, okay, it's virtual. I'm not physically there with you, but I'm with you now. Yeah? And it will do what I'm saying it'll do. It'll get you fitter. It'll tone you up. It'll lose weight, as long as I go back to that food intake. Because if I gorge myself and I'm still putting in more calories than I'm burning off, then I'm never going to lose weight. But if I was to do workouts where I'm actually burning more calories than the amount of calories I'm putting in, I will lose weight. But the problem with these fad diets, you crash weight too quick and your body releases a hormone, and until your fat cell levels get back to that level, then it keeps that hormone, and that hormone suppresses your metabolism, so it makes your food go through you more slower. And if it's going through you more slower, it's got more time to abstract out calories from it. So there you go. But the other thing about exercise is it helps you go to the toilet more as well, because it gets everything moving through the body. So honest to God, it is a win-win situation. 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So crank it up again. Come on. Get it up there. Get it up, come on. Hold that intensity back up, 80%. Do what you're going to do to get it up there, come on. Once you're there though, remember, ease back. You might get there before me. It might take you a little bit longer than me. You know, I'm knocking on 50 now. Well, I'm not knocking on 50, I am 50. Come on! And I'm up there, easing it back. Woo! Yeah, man. So you're maintaining 80 now. 8 out of 10. Let's keep working it, come on. This is where you've got to stay focused. You've got to keep to your percentages. It's been specifically designed. Minute and a half to go. So again, like I said, this workout might be a bit easy for some, and it might have started a little bit hard for others, but you know, it's still achievable for most people. 1 minute ago. If you want to know more of, for instance, how much protein should you have in your body, or how many carbs do you need a day, go on my YouTube channel. Yeah, there's even one on there of how much fat you should be consuming. Yeah, it'll tell you how to calculate your amount, because you'll hear banded about 2 grams per kilogram of protein. It's not necessarily right. It's all down to type of training you do and how often you train. So on my video, how to calculate your protein intake, okay guys, take it off, bring it back down to 70. So my video, how to calculate how much protein, I'll talk you through how to do it. I take a look at a case study, and then I do me. do the same on my carbs, I do the same on my fat. So then it's just a case of, once you know how much protein you need a day, you just need to split it between your meals. It does mean reading labels though. So you're looking at, for instance, how much protein if I have a jacket potato and a tin of tuna. How much protein is that jacket giving me? How much carbohydrates is that jacket giving me? And then likewise on my tuna. So you'll get an idea then. What I would say is though, good breakfast. Good breakfast inside you to start the day, because you've just fasted right through the night. Then good dinner, and then a mediocre tea. Okay, we don't really want our biggest meal at tea time, biggest meal in the middle of the day. But if you can break that down into smaller meals and have them more frequent throughout the day, even better. Even better. Because what you're doing there is you're just feeding your body enough to keep it going. Problem is, when we take on more than we need, your body doesn't go, oh, do you know what, I'll crap that out. You don't do that. Your body is an amazing tool. It goes, hang on a minute, whoa, I've got excess of this, let me save it for a later date. Bang, get it on there. It pops it in there, stores it in your adipose tissue, which you find just underneath your 2 layers of your skin. Yeah, so it's storing it, it's always wanting to store it. So that's why really, if you can eat little enough then, and just give your body what it needs, that's far, far better than eating, like I say, your 3 meals a day. Because you're giving it enough energy to function and do what it needs to do, without excess of anything to convert to fat. When I get to the next down phase, I'll talk to you a little bit about why that's beneficial. Alright? Because we've only got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back it up, let's get it up to 80. Come on. And I can't talk it. Well, I'm at 80% really. My sentences are broken. Oh, come on, let's crank it up. Let's get it up there. Come on, work it. That's me up. Keep me at that 80 now. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button and see all my latest video releases. But there's absolutely loads on my channel. Coming down nicely, back to 70 now. Just over, or halfway. Yeah, there's everything on there, from stretching, rehab work, teaching people how to do sports massage, even showing you how I treat somebody that comes in and presents with a problem. There's 2 videos on there at the minute. One is how I treat somebody with a bad back, and the other one was, well, he came in saying he got a bad shoulder, Yeah, he did have a bad shoulder. It was being caused by his neck really. So that's how I check that. 30 seconds to go, guys, come on. Keep it at that 80. Don't slacken. You've been working well up to now. Come on, 12 seconds. 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Easy back. Easy back. So, let's go have a quick drink. Get back down at 70. So, back into what I was telling you earlier. Food. Carbohydrate, for 1 gram of carbohydrate, it gives you 4 calories. For 1 gram of protein, it gives you 4 calories. For 1 gram of fat, it gives you 9 calories. So straight away, you can see 1 gram of fat, I've got to work more than twice as hard to burn that off as I do 1 gram of carbs. The problem with fat is it only generally gets burnt at low intensities. So when I say low intensity, really when we're at 70%, we are burning predominantly fat calories with some carbs coming in. Now, when I've gone up to 80%, we're burning predominantly more carbs with some fat coming in. Because the problem with fat is, it takes time to break down from its cellular structure where it's stored to the point where it can be used. And it can only be used in the presence of oxygen. So when your heart rate is getting up and you're getting around the anaerobic threshold level, which is different on every individual, we generally say 85% is the norm, but it's different on individuals. So as we get up to higher intensities, oxygen is being sent elsewhere. So it's being sent to the working muscles themselves because they need more oxygen, etc, etc. So there's less oxygen to burn that fat as well. However, most of the energy is starting to come through as carbs. So it's not taking much from fat. So when I talk about eating, if I eat excess carbs, more than my body can utilize, it's amazing because it'll store it. So it converts it to a type of fat. So when I come to burn that fat later, I've got to work twice as hard. All right, we're about to go back into it, so I'll carry this on after. 2, 1, let's go. Crank it up. Get it back up there to 80%. Come on, work it. Come on, get it up there. I'm up already. I'm easing it back. Maintaining 80% now. Keep it there. Good. 2 minutes to go. Keep it at 80. Keep working it, guys. Keep focused. 80%. 8 out of 10. I've crept up to 86%. We'll ease it back a little bit. 1 minute to go. Well, this is your last on phase. Then you've just got the off phase, cool down, and then some floor work. Workout done for the day. 30 seconds left. Come on. Keep that going. 20 seconds. Keep it at that 80 mark. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and crank it down. They get down to 70% again. So, when we set off then, on our on phase, trying to get up to 80%, there's a little lag on carbohydrates or glycogen being broken down into liquid glucose so it can be utilised. So straight away, your body goes to a source of instant ready energy. So it goes to your creatine phosphate stores. Now, that gives you an instantaneous burst of energy at a flat out 100%. You can go up to on that. Till our carbs are flowing in fast enough for us. So while intensity is at a reasonable level, which is why 80%, carbs will get there quite quick. Now, if we haven't gone over our anaerobic threshold point, and that is the point where your body is producing lactic acid, but it can't remove it fast enough to keep up with it. So anything above the aerobic threshold, that's what's happening. So you're slowly but surely getting the build-up of lactic acid in the muscles. For us, at this 8%, that shouldn't really be happening. A minute and a half to go, guys. So our body's capable, because when we burn that liquid glucose, it gets broken down into pyruvic acid, so it produces some energy for us to use, and the byproduct pyruvic acid. That pyruvic acid can now be broken down further and into the Krebs cycle, where it's then broken down to acetylconzyme A. Okay. While it's doing that, that's great, because we're utilising everything from it, and it'll go around the Krebs cycle, the merry-go-round, producing up to 38 molecules of energy from us, from that 1 gram of carbohydrate, or liquid glucose, or glycogen, whatever you want to call it. It's carbohydrate stored as glycogen, utilised as liquid glucose. End of. So, that's what's happening. So, I've only got a very trickle feeding of fat, because fat obviously takes 20 minutes to get from this here to being utilised. Now, that chain's already on at various things, but as my intensity level starts dropping, that chain slows a little bit as well. Doesn't need as much coming through, so it can only convert at a certain rate. Okay, you've 10 seconds left, guys. I'm keeping at 70, I'm at 72. So there's a lot going on with reference to the food we eat. Okay, guys. Oh, sorry, we're on the last lap. Bring it up again. What am I on about? Up. Bring it up. I lied to you. Here we go. Come on. Get back up there. Because I started my watch early. Pump it, pump it, pump it. Thought you got away with it, didn't you? That's me up to 80 again. Easing it back. Give it at that 80 mark. Ooh. Go down at 81. 2 minutes to go. Keep it there. Whew. Still at 80. Come on. Minute and a half to go. Keep it working. Keep focused. Come on, this is your last one. You're doing well. You know, this is week 4. If you're still on the programme, you should give yourself a pat on the back. 1 minute, because you're now showing commitment. If we can get people past week 6, they tend to stick with programmes. I do online personal training as well, guys. I much prefer training you face to face. So that way I know how you're working. 30 seconds to go. $20. Keep it going, come on. Come on. I've crept up a bit there. I'm at 87%, that's because I'm talking. Slow it down a bit. I'm talking, I'm stopping oxygen, going where it's needed. And ease off. 70% now. Get to 70%. Have a quick drink. Two and a half minutes to go. So the food we put in our bodies and the quantities of it are very important. We need the right amount of protein for building muscles, repairing structures. But again, excess protein, it gets broken down. Some aspects get urinated out, other aspects will be stored. It's as simple as that. And that then now becomes, instead of 4 grams or 4 calories per gram, 9 calories per gram to burn off. You know, so it's the same with carbs. And the last thing in the world we want is excess bloody fats in our body, because on the whole, you know, you're always burning some carbohydrates, always, because your brain can't function on anything but. But if you give it too much, it doesn't like it, and if you give it too little, it doesn't like it. That's why people, when they go on their Atkins diet, for instance, suffer bad with headaches, because you're depriving your body of carbohydrate. Your brain needs carbs to function, you know. So diet is a real minefield. Getting diets right. You get a lot of people saying, oh yeah, I'll write you a diet, I'll do you this. But unless they're a nutritionalist or a dietitian, they shouldn't be writing you a diet. Only properly qualified people should be doing that, because if it's not done right, then, you know, the issues you can have from it, especially if you've got any kind of medical condition going on. 30 seconds to go, guys. So, you know, best thing I can say is eat a balanced diet, but if you eat a balanced diet and don't exercise, you will put weight on, I guarantee it. But eat a balanced diet and exercise like you're doing now, you know, this is going to burn somewhere in the region of 500 calories. So if I've put in enough calories, 3, 2, 1, that's it, we'll start our cool down now, guys. So just start letting that ease right back, ease the intensity right back. I'm going to try and bring it down to 70%, 65%, sorry. Okay, I've heard you bleeping away. Don't want to stop. That's it. So, if you eat a good balanced diet and exercise, you will lose weight nice and slowly. Most weight you should be losing a week is 2 pounds. When you start pushing it over 2 pounds, you start releasing that hormone I was talking about earlier. And you don't want to do that, because that hormone will just suppress your metabolism. And until your fat cells get back to where they should be, it'll keep suppressing it. So you'll end up starting to have smaller and smaller meals, you end up starving all the time. It's just not worth it. You're far better being able to eat, and when I say eat, clean eat, not loads of junk food, yeah? You need to be clean eating, not processed food, because they carry a lot of trans fats, and trans fats are no use to the body. In fact, trans fats just circulate around your blood system. Exercise helps stimulate high density lipoproteins, which clean out all the low density lipoproteins and the trans fats to keep all your arteries and everything running smooth and clean. A bit like having your boiler serviced, really. So that's another positive of doing this exercise. But like I said, trans fats, biggest causes of blocking your arteries up, so you end up with a stroke or heart attack or coronary heart disease, you know. Your coronary arteries are dead small, and if they're clogged up with bloody trans fats, this is another reason why people suffer with high blood pressure, because their arteries are tightening up, closing up. As we get older, they naturally lose the elasticity in them, and that's so they're tightening anyway. Throw on that your trans fats, boom, you're a cardiac case, stroke victim, just waiting to happen. So good exercise regime, clean eating. I'm not saying you can't have a pizza or you can't have a curry or whatever, but just limit the amount you have, all right? But try and not have processed food, because when something becomes processed, it's had things changed in it, it's had crap added to it, and that's all. Right guys, so that's me at my end. I'm going to hit the gym floor now. Let's have a little look how many calories we've burnt though. 500 calories. Alright, so it's not a bad little workout, because to be fair, 500 is what we're looking for. If I was to put you on a bit of a restricted diet, I'd only be looking to drop your calorie intake by 250 calories a day. What does 250 calories look like? Well, a 2-finger Kit Kat is 101 calories. So, you know, in essence, that's not a lot. And if I didn't eat that, and maybe I ate some fresh fruit like grapes or something like that, instead of, you'll find that you're actually losing more weight, because they cost more calories to burn off or to break down, to use in the body. All right, right, come to an end now guys, let's hit the gym floor. Right, so we're back on the gym floor. So the first thing we're going to do is that clock again. So if you remember last week, I didn't have you touching down at all. So it's up to you on this, because it's not real difficult. You can either just hold the limb in the air going around the clock, or you can actually touch down with your foot. All right. So remember, get control of that transverse abdominis first. We'll stand on the left leg. We'll start with the right leg. So we'll reach out to 12 o'clock. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep it held there, good. Swap legs. Yeah, keep that core on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's take it back. So 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Swap legs. Keep that core on. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up top. Great stuff. So next one we're going to do is that tree pose. So again, it's all about the core. Let me get my stopwatch ready. Set it away for now. You ready? Right leg standing, let's bring it up. Hold that position. Come on. Stay focused for me. Keep that core on, good and strong. Let's stay focused. Hold it. Hold me while you wait. It's what's going through my head at the moment. Got that song. Yeah. Keep it held. Come on. Keep that core on though. Don't switch off to the core. Oops, see, I look down at me at the timer. Hits me straight away again. Yeah. Okay. Let me keep it focused now. I need a clock that's up in the air so I can see it. See that minute. See that held. Come on. Try and look down again. 10 seconds, guys. Come on. Keep it held. Keep that core on. Don't relax that core. Just 10% power though. You're not trying as though you're trying to squeeze a turd out. And stop. Okay. So we're going to do the other leg. You ready? 2, 1, let's go. Take it up, hold. Hold. Keep that core on. This is my worst leg, this one. So nerve damage. Try and hold that. Keep it held, guys. Come on. Keep that core on. Stay focused for me. It's all good stuff. All good stuff. It's all strengthening for that functionality. Being able to do everyday tasks. You know, just the sheer fact that I'm standing here balancing on one leg. You know, when you're walking and you go walking on uneven surfaces, then straight away the little muscles that help stabilise the lower limb, the foot, strengthened up straight away. We'll try and have a look. Okay, we've got 10 seconds left. Keep that going, come on. That's great stuff. 2, 1, and down. Okay. So from there, guys, I'm going to take you to the floor now. Alright? Right then, guys, so down on the floor. You need your mat on the floor, or if you're on a carpet, that's even better. First thing we're going to do is that dish shape. Okay? So we're only going to hold it for 30 seconds. So I want you to lie down on the floor. And remember, you're tensing everything up. Everything, yeah? So, get the clock ready. Stopwatch. Are we ready? 3. Remember, you're lifting your feet up. Shoulders up. Should know it by now. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Bring it up. Hold everything tight. Keep it held. So, those abs, your chin's to your chest. Your abs are actually crunched. Because the reality is, that's as far as your abs can take you. Yeah, my hip flexors are lifting these up, not my abs. 15 seconds to go. Come on, keep that on for me. Keep it on, keep everything nice and tight. Real tight, everything. That's it. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and down. Super. Yeah, I see a lot of people that do sit-ups and things like that, and you're not working your abs effectively. If you jump to my video on how to do a sit-up, I'll talk you through it and show you the correct way to do it and why that's the correct way to get the best results. Alright? Just like I do on a few other exercises related to the abs, whether it's leg raises or out like that. Yeah? Check them out and have a look. See what I'm talking about. I just ain't got time to explain it on this. Right, so next one, we're going to do that side plank, guys. So, 1, elbow underneath shoulder. You can either have one foot on top of the other or one foot over, it's up to you. Are you ready? Going to hold it, get into position. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it up. If you want it that bit harder, you can start using the arm like that. Yeah, that's what we did last week. Yeah, but it's up to you, or you can just rest it right side. But keep that body up in line. I'm not sticking my hips right up in the air. Yeah, I'm all in line. Let's keep it held. You're over halfway already. Yeah, so hold it. That's 20 seconds gone. 10 seconds to go. Feel it all underneath here. We're building for some bigger exercises. And relax. You're going to swap sides. I'm just going to spin myself round so I'm always facing the camera. That's it, so you always get to see my beautiful face. Are we ready, guys? Here we go, get yourselves into position. 3, 2, 1, bring it up. Hold that position like that. Nice straight body. Keep it all in line. Keep it held. Yeah, but I do videos on. I've got sit-ups, how to do leg raises properly, how to do sit up on a FITT ball properly, how to do a oblique crunch properly or a Russian twist, because they're another one I see people do ridiculous things doing it. 3, 2, 1, and down. Great stuff. We'll do the last exercise now, guys. So we're going to lie on our backs again. We're going to do a bridge. Let's hope I don't get cramp in my calves this time. Oh boy. That was a belter. Bloody cramp. Right. So, for this one, guys, last week we did it a bit harder by taking the leg out. This week, obviously, all you need to do is bring the hips up if you want. I'm going to take a leg out again because I just wanted that a little bit harder. Okay, so here we go. It's 10 off in total. So feet flat on the floor, back all legs, keep that down, hands by your sides. From there, raise the hips up, hold it. If you want it a bit harder, take the leg out, bring it back down, lower back down. Okay, but what I want you to do now, I want you to squeeze your butt cheeks as though you're nipping a £1 coin in between it. So squeeze the butt cheeks first, then raise the hips up level. Taking your leg out, take your leg out. If you're not, hold that position. Back, come back down, totally relax. Squeeze the £1 coin again, raise it up, leg out, and back down. Why am I squeezing the £1 coin? I'll tell you in a minute. Squeeze it, raise it up, take your leg out, and then back down. I'll tell you right at the end, I will. Okay? Squeeze your butt cheeks, raise up, take your leg out, and back down. Remember, you don't need to take your leg out if you don't want. It's a recovery weakness anyway. Relax, squeeze your butt cheek, raise up, leg out, and back down. Come on, 2 more each side. Okay, squeeze your butt cheeks, raise up, leg out, and back down. Relax. Squeeze those butt cheeks, raise up, leg out, and back down. And relax. 1 more each side. Squeeze the butt cheeks, raise up, leg out. If you're doing that, back in and back down. Relax, squeeze the butt cheeks, nip the £1 coin, raise up, leg out, back down and relax. Okay, so why am I squeezing the butt cheeks? Right, what we tend to find is, or what I find a lot of with people is, due to their lifestyles, their glutes stop functioning properly. And I've even had bodybuilders whose glutes are not firing as they should, so they're losing power output. So things like your hamstrings are doing far more work than they should. So one of the ways we go about correcting that is doing exactly what we've just done. So we're trying to stimulate the nerve impulse to go to the gluteus maximus first before we initiate any movement. By doing that, we're re-educating the neural pathway back there, and hopefully, well, there's no hopefully, it just takes a little bit of time really, we get the glute muscle firing first all the time, and then you suddenly get a new lease of life, because if your glute's working as it should, then you have more power output. And what you tend to find is, as well, that you don't suffer with backache as much, because when your glutes are not firing right and your hamstrings are becoming overpowering, that creates an issue straight away on your pelvis. So other muscles tighten up to compensate, and it's a vicious circle, and lo and behold, you're now suffering with backache. And if that's the case, or if that's you, get in touch with me, Absolute Fitness. Honest to God, it's so easy to cure. So easy to cure. Alright? Well, that's the end of the workout, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. Once you've done it 3 times this week, that's the end of the mesocycle. And we start a new mesocycle next week, which will be pitched at the same level as week 3's been pitched on this mesocycle. But then we'll build up again, because that'll be my maintenance week, then it'll be my build up week, then it'll be my peak week, and then we'll be back to another recovery week. Okay? Hope you've enjoyed it. Come on, stick with me. Let's get fit together, and let's make you the better you that you want to be. Okay? But before you go, what I need to say is, make sure you stretch off. Go see my video if you don't know what you're doing yet, or you want a bit more what to do, especially my rehab ones, because they are designed to help prevent any issues or out like that. Okay guys? So, for the second time, see you next week.